Well, with summer almost here, the parties are in full swing, but do you know when to bring a gift or what to wear?
Here to keep us the best guest at the party is Cindy Grasso of the Charleston School of Protocol. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good morning.
You've been busy.
Oh, yeah.
Running around all over the country.
Yes.
Well, everybody wants to know etiquette and
They
know
do.
exactly
They're getting it.
Yeah, finally.
We're talking a big event is parties, and I was so happy to pick your brain today about parties. But we've got a whole list of things we're gonna go through. But let's start off with arrival time.
Sure.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
because a lot of people say, all right, fashionably late is better. And
Right.
a lot
That's
of times,
Justin's
what I do.
mantra.
Yeah, I try to be on time, but unfortunately, I'm never on time.
That's right. Well, always fashionably late has been about 15 minutes. But now we're seeing the trend, people arriving on time. And I don't know if they're afraid of running out of food
Yeah.
or what, but they're getting there on time. And so it's a little different in the trend.
But you also say never, don't be early.
No, don't be early, because the last minute the host is doing a million things, you know, arranging this or getting
Right.
this finished, and when
Getting
you have
ready.
oh gosh,
Last
someone
minute vacuuming.
that's exactly
Yeah.
I know.
Well, also what to bring. I mean, a lot of people don't know whether, I feel like when you go to a party that you should bring maybe a bottle of wine as a
Yeah,
gift
that's
for
the
the
easiest
host,
thing.
something
Right.
like that.
Wine is so easy. It's easy gift to give, but don't think that the wine might be open that evening. It doesn't necessarily happen that way. So just bring a bottle of wine. Wine is usually better than a bottle of liquor, because usually wine can be shared by all.
Right.
If you bring a specific bottle of vodka or something, a lot of people may not drink that. So wine is something that can be shared.
Don't bring a half bottle. Like a half drink
Yeah.
No, try to bring unopened.
on the way there.
That's right.
Pull it out of your back
That's
pocket.
right.
Great.
Well, say for instance they don't drink.
That's right. Well, chocolates are good.
Okay.
Flowers are good. Now, if you bring flowers, if you're going to do flowers, try to do either like an already arranged arrangement if you walk in with them. If you send fresh flowers, try to do it a little bit ahead of time, because you walk in with fresh flowers, which we all do sometimes, but then you have to put them in a vase. I mean,
Right.
she's doing other things
Add
with that
one more
person.
thing.
One more thing to be done.
And
Go ahead.
talking about the drinking, don't drink excessively at the party. Don't be that person.
Don't be that person. That is so important, because you don't really realize everybody's having a good time, and that's not the point. But if you drink to excess, it puts a more burden on the host, because that host is making sure that you don't offend other people. She's making sure that he's making sure that you got home okay. You know, there's stuff that's going on that you're adding to what the host has already got
Right.
going on, and
that
people
person,
don't think about that.
That person is usually the person that stays way over their welcome.
That's right.
The stragglers,
on
you're
the
like,
couch.
go home now.
Right. Etiquette says really don't be the last to leave. Now, how do you know if you're eating and running?
Yes.
Once you eat, if you'll stay 1 hour after you eat, then you're considered not eating and running. So if you kind of eat
like
and
that.
then
Yeah, you
go
can do
really
that.
quick, that's kind of eating and running.
Do you think it's the host's responsibility to to introduce all the guests to other guests, or is that your own
Well,
responsibility?
no, there is such a thing as guest
Good
etiquette
question.
and host etiquette. A lot of people, when they go to a party, they'll find one person and they'll talk to that person all evening, or go to somebody they know. Host etiquette is to introduce. That's why they bring people together. They're not worried about you getting a meal. They invited you because they thought you had something to contribute to the
Right.
group. So as a guest, you have to also reciprocate and not just talk to one person. Really try to help the host and meet everybody there. That's why you really have been invited. So
Yeah.
Let's just talk about, all right, say you have one of those guests, going back to our previous subject. How do you get them out of the house
last
if they're not listening? If they're not getting hints, you're dropping them hints left and right.
well, as far as being the last person to leave, you mean?
Yeah, like,
Well,
how do you
pretty
get-
much if they're the last person to leave, they kind of know that that party is over.
You would think that.
Yes, you would. But if you kind of talk with them, and as you're talking with them, even like if you're in an office meeting, how do you get people to leave your office? You sort of kind of stand up and just talk about what a great event it was, sort of that you're ready to sort of make a move to
Herd them
go.
towards the door, right?
Open the door and keep talking.
And also,
you
what
kind
about
of adjust
BYOB things?
BYOB is fine. You can bring your own bottle. It might say that in the invitation, and that's okay. It's not impolite to ask somebody to BYOB. Sometimes you might be asked to bring a bottle instead of a dish.
Right.
They might say, well, you know what, if it's a guy, they might say, instead of cooking something, how about bring just a 6-pack of beer or something? So, and that's totally fine.
What about this? Music choice.
Music
Like,
choice.
I mean, do you,
Oh, gosh.
how do you do that? Because a lot of times you have guests wanting to play different things. Is it the host that should always stick to the music, and should you
It's
do
their
a
party.
variety
They
of
need to
things?
decide, don't you think?
The host does the theme of the party. A lot of times parties now are having themes. That's a real big thing. And oftentimes the whole event is in keeping with the theme. Even just personal parties, our birthday parties are doing themes. So it's really the host, it's up to the host to have decided what music is played, and really don't go against the host. If the host has an event going on, the last thing you need to do is throw a wrench in it.
Good. Next time
right.
someone tries to change my music, I'll tell them Cindy Grosso, the Charleston School of Protocol, said that is wrong.
And you can go on the city's website, charlestonschoolofprotocol.com, and call her, 207-1025. You need to learn anything, whether it's business etiquette, how to actually eat at a dinner table, at Tristan, maybe, then you need to definitely check her out. And we thank you so much, and we'll see you
Love
again.
to have you here. Good to
Thanks.
see you again.
Thanks.